Where have I been? Not far away. But the thing is, I've been trying to do this. Let's have a look. What's this? I've got to turn this down, hadn't I? I'm losing my knack. So what I've been doing, I'll get a little bit of music in the background. It's our old friend, Ben Sound. Sexy. Loads of people have been saying, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? When are you coming back? And I always said I wouldn't come back unless I got anything to do, to say that's interesting. And actually, because I still work for a living, and it does my head in, to be honest, but I have to do it because that's where the big money is for me. I do IT, and I do okay at it, shall we say. But anyway, I haven't been trading that much for a little while, so I've sort of got back into it lately, having a bit of a revisit of a few things. And one of the things I've been playing with a bit more is Trading View, which I use. It's on another screen at the moment. I can pull that in for you if you like. That's what it looks like at the moment. There's a couple of tools on there I might tell you about in a bit. We'll see, you know. There might be a secret for all you know. I did say to someone online that I was going to do the Zone Extender video first, but I didn't. Right, okay, let me tell you what I'm up to. Right now, I am preparing for FTMO. I've just completed the first challenge on 100k account. So I've been waiting for that to... I actually finished it a couple of days ago. So I'm waiting for that to roll over today because I've got this thing. And what I'm going to do is 3 FTMO challenges, free trials. And if I pass 3 consecutive, which is what I was trying to do before, then I'm going to do it. Now, I've done 2 quite a few times, but to do 3, for some reason, has been a nemesis. So I've been working on some of my trading skills. My entries are, fair to say, a lot better than they used to be. And this is one of them on here, and I thought, you know what? It's time I started sharing this stuff, because it seems to be working. So here we go. Right, so what am I doing? Let's have a look. But first, let's get some music. Now before, with this music, I used to have it on an iPad and into a mixer. Now I'm playing it on the PC, on another screen, and I'm still controlling the volume on a knob. Oh yes, we like that word, don't we? Volume, you mucky buggers. Right. Right, here we go. Right, so what have I been doing? Right, I've been doing... Oh, shut up. Quiet in the background there. So I've been doing this, and on here, you can see I've got a couple of indicators. I had this thing on, and I'll be honest with you, there's just too much on the chart, because I've been doing the whole smart money ICT thing, thinking, oh, well, there's got to be something in it. There's a lot of people, and I know some people are doing quite well with it. And I thought, well, let's have a look at it. So all I'm really interested in is now this market structure that's going on, and really fair value gaps and these order blocks, which, to be honest, they're like supply and demand to me. It's the same kind of thing. So all I do at the moment is I look at this 1 hour chart. I don't really veer off that too much. I'll occasionally look at the 4 hour, because as you'll see, I've got some... Is there any marks on here? Yes, yeah, I've got the 4 hour... These are fair value gaps. And if you don't know what a fair value gap is, stand by. I'm going to teach you after this short break. That's short enough. Just kidding. Right. Right. Let's just get rid of that. I don't even know how that got there. Right, so we'll get rid of that. And, right, so, fair value gaps. Let's just get all this crap off the chart so I can draw these for you manually. Hang on. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Right, these are the lines I've drawn, actually. All the other line. Hang on, what's this on or off? It's so far away, I can't see it. Right, so that's got rid of the fair value gaps. Right, so, as you can see, we've started pulling away from this, which was a breaker structure, potentially. Doesn't mean it is. It could well turn out to be. Actually, we're in this kind of higher low thing, but I'd like to have seen this high broke for it to be a stronger signal for me. So I figure it's got to come back down into this area here, which is this order block and this trend line. So it's got to hopefully respect all of this in a bit. That was my theory. This game is not guaranteed. You know there is no hard way and fast way to win this. Right, now you see that? We're going to bring that into break even now, because worst case scenario, we've lost nothing now. Right, so what happened here was, this is a 5-minute chart, and I tend to leave this on the 15, and I spotted this is a fair value gap on the 15-minute chart. Right, so how do we know it's a fair value gap? It's basically where price has lunged away, and as you can see, this candle's got a low, this candle's got a low, but the high of this candle didn't touch the low of that candle. That's the simple thing. So it goes, this could be higher or lower. So like this one here, this is a fair value gap. But obviously, I picked that fair value gap because I'm expecting the price to go down and respect said trend lines. You get it? If you don't get it, I'm going to keep doing this, so don't worry. This won't be the only time I do it. But so what I did was executed patience and waited for it to get into this fair value gap. And I just watched the 5-minute chart, and that this candle's doji. I thought, right, this is slimming down a bit here. So I jumped in, but I stopped quite far away, really. It was about, I can't remember what. Shall we have a look what it was? Right, let's just have a look what the risk-reward ratio was on there. So, I don't think that was it. It was that one, wasn't it? I can't remember what I'm doing now. Bloody hell, I'm so bad at this job, honestly. Right, so the stop was 418 quid. And I think the target's about 1200. So that's a 1 to 3. So it's like risking a pound and winning 3. Now, because I'm working on a 100k account, I'm already set my lot size. I only really trade this Wall Street because I can trade it in the afternoon, which suits me better with work. So I've kind of got myself a little bit of a thing going, me and Wall Street, you know, WS30, US30, whatever you want to call it. So I've got a bit of a thing going there, and I quite like it. And whether this pans out or not, there's every chance it's going to attach itself to this wick at some point. If it does, I'll have made £1,200, which is 1.2% towards my 10% required for FTMO. And this is day 2, by the way. Yesterday I was playing on this a little bit. I think I made 65 quid yesterday, was it? Let's have a look. No, £136 yesterday. So today we'll have made, if this closes, it'll be £1,000. And I'm going to walk away at that today because I don't need to go any further than that, I don't think. Just to sort of prove a point, if I did 5 of those in a week, I'm well ahead of schedule. And some of these, by the way, when I was doing the FTMO, I've been making, because I've added to them, and I've been making probably £2,000 and £3,000 a day on some of them. So I'm quite filled with joy and hope at the possibilities. However, we don't know it's for true, do we? Until we can actually do it. So, join in the journey. I'll try and do more videos when I can, but I cannot guarantee it. I'm a busy guy. I mean, you know, like rush, 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 run rabbit, and all that. Was it like the Mad Hatter on Alice in Wonderland? I'm late for a very important date, but I don't actually have a date, so that's just my life. I hope you feel sorry for me. Send donations right now. I'll accept them. Any colour you like. Bit of Pink Floyd. See that? A little bit of a slippage to Pink Floyd there. Any colour you like. Check it out. It's on YouTube, everywhere. Oh, we're back in again. Right, do you know what? I think it's pretty much time. I did say to someone I would do the zone extender video because I've got another zone extender, which is, if you're using like this, I've put this box on here, the zone extender doesn't interfere with it. So if I just wanted to draw a box around that, the zone extender wouldn't interfere with that. It's a little bit of a faff, but it was another listener listener that did it for me, a fellow in Russia, and he said, I found out how to do this, and I went, okay, give me that, I'll do a video and share it out. So eventually that video will come. I will dig it out and I'll get it back in, but I don't really use the zone extender these days. I tend to just do everything manual because otherwise it was just getting too many bits in the wrong places for me. So while I don't use it, doesn't mean to say that some other people don't. Alright, so, well, it's time I went and cleaned off the old 8 Series M BMW outside. It's looking a little bit grubby after all that snow and ice and things back here in old Blighty. Yeah. Okay, for all those in America, if you see Harry, well... Don't give him my regards. And you know who I'm talking about. There's only one Harry that we're talking about here in the UK at the minute. All right, listen, you've been fabulous, but I've been better. So long. Oh, we're counting out here, I think, are we? Yeah, this is the one. Yep, that's me. I'm all out. So long. You are fantastic. Thanks so much for listening. Share my videos. Tell people I'm trying to help them, because I really am. We're probably going to hit target here. Shall I pause it and let you know in a minute? I think I will. I'm going to pause it and then I'm going to restart and say we made or we didn't make target. See you in a bit. Of course, you wouldn't have even noticed that pause, would you? It didn't really happen. But I just thought I'd share with you the joys of trading. I wanted to show you this this is on the 15 minute now, so it's kind of like, I bet if you were to put a fib on that, I'm not a big fan of fib because they can be a bit misleading, but it would bang on a 618. So I suppose if you were a fib fan, you could say anywhere between 50 and 60 if it happens to be a fair value gap. Out we come. But there you go, and that's the profit taken. There you go, it's going to show any second now, just waiting for this to tick. There you go, 12.20. So that's not bad, just had a couple of days on this while I was in between waiting for that FTMO, which rolls over tonight. I've been playing with that just to keep the trading skills, keep testing the theory with the fair value gap, top-down analysis, which is always talked about. Oh God, are you bored yet? Right, so stand by, because in the future I'm going to talk more in depth about this and the whole smart money concepts things, and try and delve in a bit deeper. But I like to keep it really simple, which you'll have noticed from my explanation of fair value gaps. So shall I find you a fair value gap? Shall I find one? There's one. There. See that top? That bottom, that's a fair value gap on the H1. Now I tend to look at the bigger ones as stronger. I don't really go to the 5 minutes as a general rule unless I'm going to enter inside that fair value gap. What's the chances of this? Testing this in a minute. This is definitely going to be tested. So if you're watching now, look at the market, and if I've uploaded this video in about 14 seconds, you might be able to jump on a quick short down here, but wait for a little bit more of a pullback. Anyway, do you know what? It's been you've been amazing. Absolutely, you guys. Honestly, you guys, right, you're amazing. But I'm way better. Hey, call me an ambulance, but not for me. So long. Yeah. All right. Okay, that's still a great tune. Still a great tune. Thanks, bensound.com. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Hello.